Greetings and salutations, everyone. It is I, DJ Critical, and by my side, along my side, is...
Me, your friendly neighborhood MD, Dr. Joe.
And today, we have not one, but two special guests. To my left, we have...
Free.
Whee!
And to her left, we have the continued...
I think
guest
he has
speaker,
the most
guest appearances.
Yes.
Just be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Love it here.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
like a two for one.
Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
here. The Dr. Joes. We have
The doctor.
Mr. Dr. Joe.
yeah.
Yes. Hello. Welcome.
Hello,
Welcome.
everyone. Greetings.
Greetings. So, it is Happy Women History Month.
I love women. I don't really like history, but it's a great month.
It is a great month.
It's going to be a great month. I feel it.
All right, so let's hope that, we
Feel
have
it in the air.
some good news for the women in your life.
Yes, we do. We can start off with for the humble brag.
Okay, let's start with the humble brag as
So
per
we're going to
usual.
start off with my sister. She's a woman.
She is a
Yes.
That
She's
is
a-
who
she identifies as a woman.
Yes.
Okay.
And she just, not just, but she had a birthday. And
Happy birthday.
critical sister. she went away for her birthday, and I'm just proud of her. You know, she's grown. She's doing things. I am setting a great example, and she is following in my footsteps. And she's doing a darn good job. She's traveling by herself.
Leading by
Yeah,
example.
yeah. I was a little apprehensive at first. I was scared. I was like, you sure? I could move some things around. I could go. You was just like, nah, don't worry about it. I'll be good. And and she enjoyed herself.
She's
And
a big little sister.
yeah, she is pretty big too. And just another
Oh,
humble brag. What should we call this? Honorable mention
okay.
to Free.
Aw, okay.
She also
Yay.
celebrated a birthday recently.
I did.
Feliz
And,
cumpleaños.
Thank you,
Even
thank
birthday,
you.
though
happy birthday.
I don't really identify with Pisces much.
My mom's
I-
a Pisces,
I lie.
but
I lie.
I don't know how to compare Pisces.
To
I don't think
other-
I don't think I have enough of a sample pool of Pisces.
Well,
Oh, okay.
to kind of get a pattern for them.
I can. All right, so there's 1, 2,
There's a lot of them.
3, 4. There's literally about 5
5.
women
Oh my.
that are Pisces that I really enjoy,
Okay.
but
So it's a sign that goes with you, with your aura.
I like them, but they just fail horribly.
They do. They do.
And they're literally like days apart.
I think you're supposed to be friends with them, i.e., we are
Well,
friends.
yeah, that's probably what
I
it
think
is.
you're
So-
just supposed to be
I didn't
friends.
even think about it.
Right?
Look at that.
Then
Free's
This is
just
what I'm here
like
for.
solving all your
This
problems.
is what I'm here for.
Like they're literally like it's like the 21st and it's like the 25th and like 2 on the 26th and then like the 27th. It's just like
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy.
So all in all, Pisces are good people. No
Yes,
comment.
yes, yes.
yes. Free is amazing.
Free's a good person.
Free is amazing.
Okay. All right. So happy birthday. Happy belated birthday to
Thank
our
you, thank you,
podcast
thank you.
friend Free.
Yes.
Thank you.
And
I mean, speaking of vacations and my sister going away, we can just jump into critically single. We just move this along.
oh, okay.
I was thinking about
I don't like it.
Yeah.
So-
I'm
I don't like
nervous.
it.
no. So I want to see the Usher show in Vegas.
Me too. Take me.
Me too. Me
So I was
too.
thinking about
Take me.
I was thinking about what's the appropriate time for like a vacation, and
Never.
what does that entail? What are some do's and don'ts?
See,
The don't is don't do it.
exactly.
Oh.
You know why? Because if you're going to share a hotel room, first of all, you're already jumping into like the shared space situation.
I feel like it's a good litmus test though.
Yeah, but then it's like, what, you're gonna share one bed and just turn your backs to each other, right?
Wait, what's happening here?
Wait,
It's a vacation.
Two
So wait, is it a vacation assuming that you both are in a bay area, not just like you flew somebody or you're just taking a random out. It's like you both are currently dating, but y'all just never went.
Consciously dating.
Yeah.
But are you girlfriend and boyfriend?
No, who does that?
So then,
People who want committed relationships and who aspire for marriage, but
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. But other than that, like, there's you dig somebody, y'all have a good chemistry, y'all date in the current state that, or if y'all in different states, but y'all dating, so y'all gonna come together and go somewhere. It doesn't even have to be abroad, but just somewhere else, and like you said, share a space for a few days
living
together
quarters.
and see, living quarters, and see how that dynamic is. Like, what is there a too soon? Like I said, a do or don't. Like,
Well, if you're using it as a litmus test, I don't think that's a good idea. One, vacation is not life. Like,
okay, yes, that is true. I've encountered that before. Two,
Eureka!
Quite a few
Yeah.
times.
yeah, I have. Well, both of them didn't really go well, but one of them went well in the beginning, and then the other one went well in the big. Yeah, both of them just didn't turn out.
Wait, the ones that you flew out to a vacation.
All right, so there was one where I went to a very nice place, and that one was like fantasy. Like, that was like
For who?
for both. This is a
Okay.
recollection from that person.
Okay.
Okay.
So she told me that the
It's like
experience
honeymoon.
yeah, very honeymoonish, very Disney, like
Fireworks.
yeah, all that.
Oh my.
I mean, we were in a place of love, so that probably added to the ambiance.
Mm-hmm.
And then another one I just went to like Tulum, and we came back and just stopped speaking. Well, she stopped speaking.
Oh, I do. I vaguely recognize.
Yeah, I don't know.
Remember this.
But the first one, that one was magical. It's a really good time.
But just once you came back stateside, it wasn't.
Yeah, she was just like, "Hey, that's
What it was.
not real." In her words, she was like, "We cannot sustain that type of." And I was just, I didn't get it. I was like, "Why not? Why don't you just put effort into doing that?" But obviously, we were on two different pages.
She wanted a trip out of it.
Yeah, and this goes back to the last episode when she just wanted to put me in the friend zone.
Oh. After she spent your money.
No. Yeah, I mean, she didn't spend my money. I willingly gave it to her.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
That's the type of person I am.
Yes.
As I look into the camera.
Giving critical.
Yes.
Giving
this,
critical.
This we know.
So I think right, 3 of us we said is an
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
All right. So did y'all? You didn't experience any type of vacation? Well, when y'all started dating, there was no such thing as a vacation.
well, Mr. Dr. Joe is a very romantic person.
I told him well.
So I forgot. I think it was dating anniversary 5 or 6.
5 probably.
It was 5. He rented like a cabin in
Go
the
ahead, proceed.
Poconos. And it was very nice because my sister-in-law and her husband went before we went in and left like a trail of roses. They had this marker on the wall. I mean, on like the door leading to the backyard, saying like "I love you." And then this was during like
It's my
Lent
vibe.
season.
Lent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like I wasn't eating, meat. So it was a Friday.
Had cabbage and lettuce.
So we had like crab cake.
Oh, that's beautiful.
French like shrimp
Listen.
pasta. Like it was like
Like, come on now.
one of the best orchestrated
Very intentional.
vacations.
Yes.
Yeah.
And y'all enjoy yourself. So why are you telling me not to do it?
We were 5 years
They were
in.
dating.
5
Exactly.
Yeah.
Completely
years
different.
and
Completely different.
Okay. All right. Fair. That's
Well,
fair.
I mean, but also we were, when we started
Yeah, I was
dating,
like
we were
12
very
years
broke.
old. Yeah.
We were broke.
Yeah. That's
That
not me.
part.
Yeah.
That's honestly some of the best times.
That
when
is
you,
true.
Yeah, going to the ice
You
cream shop.
have
you
the
know what I'm
most
saying?
amazing times when you're not even concerned about money.
Yeah.
Because there's very little expectation.
right.
Very.
That's true.
And
That
there's
is
so
true.
much value in
I had a-
the effort that you
I
make.
had a bunch of
To
really
make it beautiful.
nice
Yeah.
ice cream dates. Just go get some ice cream, sit in the car, peel back the sunroof, and just watch this, gaze at the stars.
Oh.
You know,
You're getting the same with the gangster lean, okay?
As he looks at the
As
camera
he pans
again.
to the camera again.
It's like, for all those listening, I've got ice cream money for you.
Yes. Oh man, so an ultimate pedo.
Right?
Oh gosh.
Uncle Luigi and Uncle Ralph's coming to you.
Oh boy. Oh
Gosh,
boy.
Jason.
So no vacations
No.
until
No, we all disagree,
you
I
have
think.
a solid until he was boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, build a solid foundation, I guess.
Yeah.
So moving together, then go away together.
Absolutely not.
Oh, deep.
Foundation
Critical.
is important. Well, you know what? To be frank with you, there might be someone who's on the same page as you. And if they are on the same page as you, then you can explore that option and you guys both understand what it is. But it's like, do you want a girlfriend? Like, is that your intention? I don't really think
Eventually,
that.
yeah.
Right.
I don't think I've been telling Critical, I don't know for how many years already. I was like, bro, you got something gotta switch in your
Right?
brain.
Something gotta give.
I don't think you're not willing to accept that blessing yet.
I had one, and then she left me.
Did she? Or
She left.
I
She left, and
think
ever
we
since
have.
that.
I think people have
Ever-
different lens.
No, this was in the high
Oh, you
school.
talking about the high school?
Yeah.
Mm.
She left me, and ever since then, I was
You
I was
see,
never.
there's some things there's some layers we gotta pull
Yeah.
back. 'Cause
Yeah,
we're talking
yeah.
about high school, and that was like
Yeah.
15 years ago.
Yes,
I
exactly.
was never the same after that.
Terapia is what we need.
Yes.
Therapy? That's
Yes.
in Spanish?
Yeah.
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 I just
We should
started
have her as a
therapy
guest.
again, actually.
Really? I
We
cannot.
That
We
would be amazing.
No.
You think so?
I cannot
Well,
handle that.
Nah, I
Not
don't-
for
for
me, at
myself.
least.
I'm about to say, I don't think that's good.
Me
Yeah,
neither. But,
therapy sounds-
move along.
Yeah, therapy sounds like what you need.
All right, so
Yes.
no vacations. I'll hold off.
Yeah,
But
save
what
your
if-
coins.
But what if we just
That
go
part.
into a concert that just happened to be in another state, like Vegas?
But Vegas not cheapy. That's what I'm trying to explain. Like even if it's like you're not leaving to
So it's because of the
international.
No, it's the intention and the cost.
Yes, I agree.
It's duality there.
Right, like Vegas, like
So a Poconos
Usher
thing?
tickets. Excuse me, that sounds expensive.
I mean, it's. I mean,
Usher
it depends.
tickets are
Depends on where you sit.
Mm,
But obviously, you would want a good seat.
you would.
And
I
then,
mean,
like-
are you
like
gonna
said,
are you
in
gonna
the
give me
hotel.
Beyonce tickets?
I don't know if are they really that expensive?
Which
They're
one,
not.
the Usher?
They're not. Yeah,
They're
Usher.
not
I don't
really
know.
that
Because
expensive.
it's like his residency.
It's
or
a residency.
whatever.
He's there.
But I
a
think
lot.
it's the
Adele
is
culmination.
expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's
the trip
the whole
itself,
trip.
yeah,
it
yeah,
becomes
that-
an expensive
that does.
trip.
Yeah.
So
But if she paid for herself,
How
is it a
about we
vacation?
Right, I was gonna
Somebody
ask that.
know.
Does it matter if she pays for herself? Does that change
no,
things?
because then
That's
I'll
not
meet
a
you
vaca-
there.
Mm.
What hotel are you staying in? Cool. Let's link
Yeah.
in the lobby. It's not a
Yeah.
vacation.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
So the vacation is when
We're
one
going
person
together.
Pays, one person pays.
No, because you have some people who are willing to pay some portion. Like, okay, I'll pay for my flight, or
Right.
I'll give you half for the hotel. No, I
Okay.
think vacation is the definition behind it. Like, we are
Bays.
dating or bays, or we're sleeping together, or we're doing whatever, and we want to go away. And we're probably going to sleep together on a trip. Multiple times. Like, you know, like, Usher's going to sing, a song.
Yeah.
I'm going to feel away, you know?
Panties will be dropping.
They are.
Okay.
They'll come tumbling down.
Let me tell you. Okay, so the prices for the April 14th
wow.
show in
She's
the
quick.
balcony
No.
is up there, 300.
That's
Wait.
crazy.
300?
$405 each, and that's the last row up
405?
top.
Oh, wow.
That's after taxes
Okay.
and everything.
I was going to say 3
Plus
is not
fees.
bad.
Oh, it's 450 plus 405 plus tax.
Before,
Plus fees.
No, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's easy. Like
That's a lot.
500 because fees be like $80.
Yeah.
that's a lot.
That is.
Wow.
I saw.
A ticket for 3 isn't bad. Because I went to see Dave Chappelle, and I was willing to pay 3 something. Because
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
really love him. So that was at Radio City.
I'm paying 3 something for SZA.
Mm.
We know how you love her. If you want Section 203 seats, aka Platinum, $1,400.
Absolutely.
Bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Usher could
Usher's.
He
You
can
know,
let
skate on thin ice
let that burn.
and fall right in
Let
it.
it burn.
Okay,
Yeah.
he could move right there. 1,400, not doing it.
All right, so I'll hold off on the.
You should, or just go by yourself.
That's always.
no, I want to go. But Vegas is expensive.
Yeah, you just came back from there not too long ago.
Yeah, I got COVID.
Oh no,
Oh, wow.
no, baby.
no. But it was fun. I would go back again. I would plan a little differently.
How long were you there?
All of 72 hours, I think.
I think that's how long you should be in
Yeah,
Vegas.
yeah.
It is not a 5-day. You got to be
you're gonna get
Friday.
tired.
Probably leave Monday morning.
Yes, I
maybe
agree.
even Sunday night. You really don't need to be there that long.
Yeah, I've been, but I did like family stuff. I didn't do the adult Vegas.
Oh, okay.
It's tiring.
It is.
It's
Right?
sin.
But also, Jason doesn't drink, so his experience is going to be completely different.
Oh, yes, yes.
So, yeah, you'll have a
Bunch
completely
of
different
mocktails.
mocktails.
I love those. It's like you get the drink just without the hangover and nonsense.
Okay.
All right, no vacation. So that's on
No
pause.
vacation.
All right, so we
Love women.
love
We
women
do.
That's
in
the
every
theme.
shape and form. Oh man, I didn't get to talk about my sweatshirt last episode, but
Very nice.
this
love it.
It says
episode
Barbie.
is Barbie, right? And it shows women's in different shades and colors.
Are these Barbies?
Look at her. She has vitiligo.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
I
has
love-
vitiligo.
oh my
yeah.
Wait, are these
Beautiful.
actual Barbies or these are like potential
Prototypes.
Barbie prototypes?
Sir, I don't know.
I don't think they.
No.
Because
I don't
they look
The
like
vitiligo
plastic.
one is.
They
I've
look-
seen a vitiligo Barbie.
They look
Oh, you
like
did?
plastic. They look
Oh.
like dolls.
Perhaps, I don't know.
That's cool.
I think that is.
Where did you get this from?
Target.
Oh,
Target.
I love me some Target.
I got this from Lambo Key.
Okay.
Who? I am Bukim. I am Bukim. Yes.
She doesn't read well.
His Instagram name was a capital.
L.
It was not a capital L. It was a lowercase L, which
Oh,
looks
so-
like a capital I, and then it said lowercase L am Bukim. So I was like, oh, I am Bukim.
Makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
And his
yeah.
name was Lambokin. I never knew it. He should have put the L capital. That's his fault.
It's Instagram fault.
That way. He has great stuff. Shout out to King.
Shout out to Kim. Yes.
Yeah. So, some cool news coming Women's History Month. So, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Celia Cruz.
Celia Cruz.
She is this legendary Cuban American queen of salsa, and she's going to appear on the U.S. Quarter. And she's going to be the first Latina singer to ever be featured as part of the American Women Quarters program.
Question. Wasn't not Susan.
Yeah, about to
Harriet
get
Tubman.
crazy right
Yes.
now. Yeah.
Wasn't Harriet Tubman supposed to be on,
The $20
on
bill?
something?
Was it the $20?
It was a bill. I don't
Mhm.
think it's a quarter.
No,
Oh.
it was a bill. It was paper
What,
money.
what happened with that? I haven't
Weren't
seen
they talking about Harriet being on a bill?
That's
It
what he
was-
just
this
said,
is-
I
babe.
just- First of all, I just said
You
that.
said Harriet? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I was still on Susan. My bad.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
right.
No, 'cause Susan, Susan does have a coin. She has a coin.
Susan does
Susan
not
B.
have
Anthony
a coin.
dollar. No?
Yeah.
Where?
Is it the
Oh,
It's
the
a
golden dollar?
dollar coin?
Is it?
No,
What
I
was
think
the 50
Susan
cent-
B.
what's the
Anthony
50
had a
cent one?
coin.
I got a dollar coin. Let me
Wasn't there a $half one?
I think it was 50 cents. The
The
Susan
half
B.
dollar,
Anthony.
I think, is the half dollar. I have
No.
that in my car, but no, there
I
was
know
no woman
Susan
on the
B.
half
Anthony
dollar.
was on a coin. Check this out.
Was it? Let me see. I have a dollar
So
coin.
Open it.
for the Tubman, so apparently
That was
Obama introduced the Harriet Tubman 20,
Mm-hmm.
but
He
Donald
just
Trump.
made his own?
but it was halted.
This is not Susan B.
It was delayed during the Trump administration, and now Biden's gonna try to push that along.
Mm.
And then you're asking about
Who's this,
who?
Sacagawea?
That is an Indian woman. That is not Susan B.
I don't think we can say Indian.
Native American.
Pardon me. I'm sorry.
No, I know for a fact Susan B. Anthony has a coin. Not this one. This is a gold dollar. It's a Native American.
She was on the $2001. Oh, she's on the what's
The 50
this?
cents.
Let's see.
One
She's
and a
on a
half
dollar.
dollar.
so Susan
she's
B.
on a
Anthony
dollar.
dollar.
Yeah, she's on a dollar. I had some of those in my little piggy bank.
That was from 1979 to 81 and 1999.
And they stopped making them.
Yeah, I know about
They
money.
said, you know what they did is they did what they do with women. They said, "Get her out of here," and they didn't make them anymore. They said, "We acknowledged her. We gave her a little shine.
That's
and
it.
we're gonna We're gonna
Afuera.
slide her right out of here. No one's gonna notice."
I feel like this is.
Yeah.
I did
Look,
not
you
do
brought
it.
it up.
I didn't do it.
Yeah.
So Celia Cruz.
Celia Cruz is
Back
going to
to
be on our
Celia.
quarters. And then in addition to her, there's 4 other women being honored.
are they?
Patsy Takemoto Mink. She's the first woman of color to hold a seat in Congress.
Okay.
Dr. Mary Edwards Walker. She was a Civil War surgeon, women's right advocate, and abolitionist.
Okay.
Pauli Murray, who is a poet, writer, activist, lawyer, and Episcopal priest, as well as a staunch defender of civil rights.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And then I am certain I'm probably mispronouncing this, but Sikala Shah, also known as Gertrude Simmons Bonin, or Bonin. I'm sorry.
I like that.
A writer, composer, educator, and political
But
activist.
these are all quarters.
These are all going to be the next
series of
upcoming quarters.
When are they coming out?
Well, technically, it's supposed to be from 2022 until 2025, but I haven't seen my quarters change. So
Me either.
They're just waiting until 2025 to say,
Yeah.
we're going to give you this batch.
Give you
supposed to
30,
have a record.
30 of them and just
collector's items.
figure it out.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's a cool
That's nice.
That
accomplishment. I think she's buried somewhere locally. Like
Is she so?
she died in Jersey, but I think she's buried in the Bronx, if I'm not
Oh, wow.
mistaken.
Oh.
That's very interesting. I would have wanted her back home if I was
in
her
Cuba?
family. I would have, yeah.
Mm.
If I was her family and I
Like
was
her
still,
estate and stuff. Right?
yeah, I would definitely want her to be home native.
In her
Yeah.
land.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we are.
I want Harriet on something.
She coming. I hope. But we'll see.
I just kind of feel like they're not gonna let a black woman live on a permanent bill.
A bill that's I think
A bill.
the 20 is like the mostly.
Like
Yeah, like they put on a $2 probably because it's like.
I have
Yeah.
a $2 bill.
Me too. In my
you just have a
wallet.
whole lot of different.
You know me.
My dad said it's good luck
currencies
to
in here.
carry it.
Who's on that?
Jefferson.
Is he on more than one thing?
And it's a whole.
Yeah.
It's a whole
He's on the
party
20s.
back
He,
here. Look, it's a whole bunch
Oh,
of
is
Party?
Look at it.
That's when he signed. That's when somebody signed the Declaration of
That's
Independence.
white.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
look at me knowing history. Look, women's history. See how I did that?
You don't even like history.
I don't.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we pose this question
Yes.
to our listeners, like, what are some gender inequalities that still persist in the modern world?
What did we get back?
So we had one person say, I'm holding back from considering a career change because of the obstacles of getting maternity leave at a new job. Oftentimes you're not eligible until a year or two.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want another kid. This impacts my husband not at all. For me, it keeps me from taking a career step.
It does.
Wow,
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
in
So
America.
do you feel like it doesn't
it's unfortunate.
impact the husband because the expectation is on the woman to take care of the child?
Right.
Well, she's carrying, and then like
that recovery part?
yeah,
And then nursing, I guess, if
Yeah.
That
should
part
the
too.
mother choose to nurse, like that's not a job that dad can help. You know, if she pumps and then could give the bottle, but if she's nursing exclusively,
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be controversial, but I feel like
what's his name say? Panama was like, I don't play devil's advocates. I like to give an opposing view.
an opposing
no,
view.
I completely agree with her stance that it does impact her decision as far as a career change. But I feel like forever there's not been a paternity leave, and I feel like that would be beneficial to the family unit if there was one, and it's not talked about.
But it's also
there's
benefiting
paternity leave right
the
now.
nuclear family, right? Assuming all families are nuclear, have mom and dad, and kids.
Right, but that's my point. The fact that having that first month of having that child home, having the father there is very beneficial, and I think that just, I mean, it is the status quo, whatever you call it, whatever you say, but that's just how it is. That's how it's always been. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
But do you think? All right. So do you think now most jobs will have a even if there's obviously some that don't have a maternity leave, but there will be more open to a maternity leave than a paternity leave.
I think first
Just
this-
because of the physical aspect of the woman.
But I mean, in
giving
this
birth
country,
and stuff.
first we got to establish universal maternity leave, right? Like, there's FMLA, but that's 12 weeks of unpaid leave, right? Like,
Yeah.
the economic burden of that is insane. So I think, period, we got to figure out, like, paid maternity leave across the board.
Agreed.
No matter, like, what industry you're in,
Yeah.
full-time, part-time, like, you should be allowed to
But then
recover
it's-
and bond with your child.
Correct, but then it's like you have a job, you're not doing the job, and you're getting paid for having sex.
Not necessarily.
What?
But
Oh boy.
No.
Come on now.
This is
All right.
after sex.
Right. Right, and it's like you're
You're
getting
saying it's
paid.
your decision to have a kid?
Yeah,
Is that
like
what
you're
saying?
getting paid. You want to get paid to sit at home because of your decision to have sex.
Sir, do you
and not do
understand
a
like
job.
the rest of
What
Europe
about the job that you
pays
were hired to do though?
pays
What is it,
women
for
a
a
whole
year?
year
Yeah.
off?
Yeah.
Who's gonna do the job that you was hired to
Yeah.
do that you just?
Someone else.
Figure it out.
Someone else.
Figure it out. People are doing jobs of 10 people now without maternity leave anyways.
Right, but I'm saying like, why would just speaking from a company standpoint, if you're out for a year or a certain amount of time not doing the work, why should we pay you?
Okay, so do you agree with somebody that got into a car accident or got disabled?
They get paid.
Yeah,
They
but
get paid.
They didn't choose to have a car accident.
But yet it's still they're not working.
Right.
They're
But-
unable to work.
That's just an unfortunate circumstance.
So
having
for
a child
unfortunate
is not
circumstance,
is not
a job should pay them? So you
Yeah.
agree with disability? Short term, long term.
But you don't agree with maternity leave.
No, I didn't say I don't agree with that.
He-
We about to
I'm
get
just-
hate
I'm
mail
just-
up
I'm
in
just
this
presenting-
He's just presenting
podcast.
an opposite.
Opposite view from a business standpoint. I agree with maternity leave. They should have 2 years.
I'll say this to answer your question about how did the job benefit from that? You benefit from having
Retention.
one, retention, two, employees who actually want to be there and actually want to work when they are there, because generally if you have unhappy employees, you just
Yeah. Okay.
the product won't be as good that they put out there. I don't know.
That's a thought.
I'm just
But then what if somebody's like take advantage of the maternity leave? I'm like, all right, I'll
Keep
be out
having
another-
kids.
Well, there's
Either that or just like I'm
stipulations on
out
it
for
regardless.
usually.
a few
Yeah.
months after everything is like.
But maternity
full
leave
stuff.
maternity leave usually commences after you have a child.
Okay.
Mhm.
Like the 9 months of pregnancy
You're
does not
still.
Yeah.
unless you have, let's say, like you are bedridden,
Right.
you're prescribed to it's a high risk pregnancy or whatever,
Mhm.
then accommodations could be done, right? The same way like accommodations for disabilities and other, religious observations, like accommodations can be made, but usually maternity leave does not commence until the child leaves the
leaves the
body.
Right.
I think just like you said, I think that they should get paid because it makes no sense for them to be like have a child and then can't
Provide
pay.
for them.
Yeah.
And then also, again, like a whole nother continent has been doing this successfully, but yet
America is just greedy.
America the Great.
And they love working you to the bone.
Yeah.
I feel,
Yeah.
I
Like
feel
you're not
that.
gonna work, we're gonna get someone else to do it.
Yeah, for cheaper.
For cheaper.
For cheaper. And then the problem is, right, this whole probationary period, right? So this listener can't even like move to another job because you can't get maternity leave until you put your time in.
Yeah.
Your 1 to 2 years. Right? Like now she has to plan her pregnancy around her employment.
I feel
Like
You should
that
plan
is
her
wild.
life
I feel like you should
around
always
Yes.
plan
your
your life
job.
in pregnancy.
No. I think maybe, but here's the thing: unexpected pregnancies happen all the time. That's number one. Let's put a pin in that, right? A lot of pregnancies are not
Unplanned.
planned. They're not like, okay, we're gonna do this and we're gonna.
mean,
No,
What?
A lot of them are not
no,
planned.
look. We're all adults here.
Oh gosh.
It's a very simple concept on how to make a child.
So you're saying that every
If
time
you
someone has sex, they should be thinking,
Yes, they should. I believe that wholeheartedly because once you have two sexual organs that are intermingling with each
making
other
grass sandwiches.
and making yes, you should always expect that a baby is going to come from that. If you don't want a baby, there's zillions of contraceptive ways to prevent that. Yeah. So there's the unexpected, unplanned is ridiculous. I think.
I think there are people who are married who have sex, and I understand what you're saying.
I don't care what they are, married, unmarried, boyfriend, girlfriend.
I just feel
dating.
like here's the thing, I'm a woman, right? Getting pregnant
are.
is not easy for a lot of people. So
Yes.
even if you are planning to get pregnant, you can be planning for a long time. Pregnancy is not like a a switch for
Right.
a lot of women.
Yeah.
Correct.
So even in your planning, it could not happen when you plan for it to happen. That's
Right.
number one. So I think you kind of have
Good
to take
point.
that
But
idea
at
of
that point when you are quote unquote planning, I think that you should think about if you have maternity leave or if you have a occupation or whatever that supports the child that you are attempting to bring into the world.
That's a tough one.
yeah.
That's not like that's like
I think you're
My
you're
thing
saying,
is unexpected pregnancies are
unplanned.
not a
please.
thing.
Unplanned.
Unplanned is not a thing.
I think that
It's a
two
very-
things can exist.
It's a
and-
very
and both
black.
be
It's a
true.
very
I
black
think
and white.
that's
If you
what we're
have
saying.
sex, you can have a kid. If you don't want to have a kid, either don't have sex or use contraceptives.
And what
Very-
if those don't work?
Yeah, some contraceptives, right?
Right.
You can be planning,
Breaks.
right? There's breaks. There's,
Well,
maybe
use a stronger one next time.
Oh
You're
my
you're
gosh! I
just,
didn't realize you were so concrete.
right?
You did?
No, I thought I was
Oh.
a concrete person in this
No, I
relationship.
think. Well, yeah. If things if you take the necessary steps to
Be preventative.
be preventative and things happen, all right. By all means, damn, y'all gotta figure it out. But
Mm.
I feel like in the other millions of quote unquote unplanned pregnancies that could have been prevented if you just hold your horses and went to CVS or just made a cup of tea and you don't have
A
to
cup of tea.
yeah
To,
and just
Made a cup of tea.
settle yourself, like
Calm yourself
have some
down.
restraint.
Mm.
Put the fan on.
Yeah, it could you wouldn't have to be in it, but that's like I said, just
I think to the listener, I think people don't, to a certain extent, shouldn't have to plan their lives around their jobs. And
Agreed.
that's what it sounds like.
100%.
It's like, so, because, no.
But your job is what
do you
pays
oh,
you.
No,
But I
no,
think-
Jason, you got to listen to this other happiness podcast about the golden handcuffs, right? Like it goes back to like this, I think 1700s, like in the era of industrialization, where like the assembly line was like created, and they were saying that like when did we equate happiness to higher salaries? And then it goes through like this
Because you
notion.
can't buy things.
That's not happiness, though.
Purchasing
Purchasing power should not dictate your happiness at all.
Then don't have a job and just walk the streets of the earth and be happy.
And they said, like, humans, we are inherently lazy. Like, we do not want to work. However, we have to be incentivized in order to work.
Yeah, if you want food,
Right.
shelter,
Yes. And
Warmth.
all these things.
work.
But at the end of the day, like,
Unless
Kim
the government-
Kardashian.
you
Unless-
can't owe your job.
Unless the government is giving you out free money just for existing, get a job, buy a house,
Oh, my gosh.
buy some food, survive.
But we want people to thrive. And that's the issue, I think, with modern day capitalism, right? We are not thriving. We are barely surviving.
Yeah.
I think I was reading somewhere that like there's a large percentage of six-figure earners were like
But it's possible.
living paycheck to paycheck, right? So even if you make this threshold of money or success, you are not thriving. You are
And
literally
you're not happy.
working to survive.
Get
And then
a
what's
better job.
what? No.
Jason.
Wow.
If you're-
Get a
Talk
better job.
about
If you're
tough
not-
cookie.
If you're not happy,
When you have your child,
your
send them to
job-
my house, okay?
if you're not happy at your job, do the necessary steps to get a better one.
I think you're
then-
speaking
then-
very
Then you can be happy.
Simplistically,
Yeah, I don't think it's
Yeah.
that simple.
it
and I
is
think,
not that
I
simple.
think
At all.
you lack a lot of grace in this area.
you do. You
What
are
is
being
Yes.
very
There's no-
ungraceful.
There's no need. There's
Do you
no
know how
room for
difficult
grace.
it is to get a job?
Very.
So then to then verbalize just get a job. You sound like Kim Kardashian right now.
No,
And
there's-
it sounds
Yes.
wild
No,
to me.
look,
You
Jeez.
sound wild to me, Jason.
I've had
And that's your tone at times.
I've had millions of jobs. Sometimes I had 3-4 jobs at a time.
Mm-hmm.
As a single man with no child
I didn't-
and no partner.
and no partner,
Let's
yes,
put that out there.
Yes, you know why I don't have a job?
Oh, our partner?
because you
Or
take
partner?
the necessary preventative steps to avoid an unplanned pregnancy.
Yes. And I currently don't feel like I have a well enough paying job to survive in that type of atmosphere. So I'm taking the necessary steps to
I think that's
better my life, so that
And
way,
that's good.
Yeah.
That's good that you do
I
that.
think that's wise.
But
even if you get to your definition of better, I think that life will throw a wrench right in there. And
Yeah,
you'll be
absolutely.
like, wait a second.
yeah.
I
But
thought that this was better,
Yep.
and it's
then
not.
at that
Yes.
time,
and I have to keep crawling.
amending. Yeah, you have to
But
adjust.
that's how you want
You
to
have to
live.
be a chameleon.
So you want to live your life as a chameleon?
I want to strive to get to a place where I don't have to chameleon anymore. And that's just a journey.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you now, as a high earner, quote unquote, I am a chameleon all the time.
Right.
All the times, right? And I don't think in my industry there will ever be a time where I can just be myself.
Just get another job.
But that's what
But
she's
it is.
trying to. That's
Yeah.
what
Right?
she's trying to do.
I don't even know your story, but
She says she didn't like her job and she wants to do another job.
but I think that takes a lot of.
I think
I didn't expect. I don't think you're gonna do it in like days. Obviously, there's gonna be a time period where you're gonna have to be at a job that you don't like until you're able to get another job that you may like, and then it's just a ladder that just happens like that.
But I honestly, the way healthcare is going, like, most doctors are not happy.
All right, so then you just have to like figure it out.
You sound wild, but
See, like, this is like a gripe,
yeah,
right? Like, I can complain
not
about
that-
my job, but there are no tangible things that
I don't
I
believe
can
that.
change about the healthcare industry
Oh, okay,
Right.
right.
that will change the happiness of most physicians.
But
Right.
you can change your job.
I can. But then also you have to weigh, like, what am I going to get in exchange?
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
okay.
Like, I'm not changing a job to get more money. Like, right? Money for me is just.
It's not it. Okay.
Right.
That's not it. I
Right.
need to change a job that's going to give me a better work-life balance.
Right.
Yeah.
And does that exist?
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure somewhere deep in the
It's not
world.
That, it's not that deep.
I don't know. I think it's.
I don't think it's that deep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, look. Okay. Okay,
Decompress
But
after this one.
Where's the grace that's needed that you
For
speak
you?
of? No, not me.
Oh.
Just like
And then it's also like you're sitting at a table of black and brown people, right? Like, there's like your idealism, and then there's the additional layer of simply of how we look, right? Like, it's not easy for people to look like us,
Like, I
to
don't-
pivot into places
Right.
that have those environments.
I don't think it's easy, but I think a lot of people just feel that it's impossible and they don't apply themselves. And then they use it as, oh, that's just how the world is. It's a struggle. Oh, we're oppressed. We can't do this. We can't do this.
I think that there are people who think like that, and I think that there are people who
Have
live
tried.
and
Exactly.
and literally that's their experience. And it's not that I'm sitting on the mountain of the world's not going to change. It's like, no, I'm out there in the trenches trying to attain this thing, and the world is not allowing me to attain it. In the way that I think maybe, you know, successful or whatever hat you want to put on it. It's not easy. Like, it just isn't.
And it's not even just race, right? We're gonna go into some stats for women. Like, just by being a woman, imagine being
Yeah.
a black woman, right? Like, it's
It's hard.
very.
And a part of that, I think you have to define, like, we have one life, right? How are you defining what your life means to you? How are you, you know, what is, with your one shot, what is it that you want to attain? Do you want a job that pays amazing but you hate it? Or do you...
But I feel like with that same accord, if you have one life and you're at a place that's bringing you grief and unhappiness, like, you have all right and motive to not be there. That's like say I was working at a job.
I mean, I
and-
guess that's why we have the Great Resignation, right? With the millennials, everybody's just
Right.
quiet
Wait.
quitting.
Yeah, it's like
Let me ask you a question, and I don't know if you can even answer this right now, but name a job, right, that you know of, where you can wake up in the morning, take your kid to school, go to work, come home in enough time to pick your kid up from school at 3 o'clock, and enjoy the rest of your day. As a parent, any job that basically you work from like 9 to 2.
Yeah, 2.
I mean, probably if you're like a teacher.
Nope.
No.
Absolutely not. Because
Not
if
as a
you're a
teacher.
teacher, you're going in the building at 7. I have a teacher who because of parking, because, you know, New York City parking, it's the worst. I have a teacher who lives kind of by me. She gets to school at 6:30 to find a good parking spot.
Oh, that's tough.
And then leaves the school, 4 o'clock?
Yeah, I would have to do some research. I think that's obviously they're out there because there's people that work at home.
Those are probably stay-at-home parents.
No, I mean like there's people that work
Remote?
work from remote.
But you don't think, you think their schedule is 9 to 2?
Yeah, no, it's not.
I don't know. I don't know all the jobs. I think there is some there
Well, I mean,
that
if,
would fit that schedule.
the only reason why I ask that is because we're talking about like having a work-life balance as a parent, right?
Mhm.
And I don't think that it's kind of, I don't think it's really realistic to say, you know, go find that job.
Right.
Like, I don't think that's like a realistic thing because you can't even name one off the top of your head.
It's wild.
I mean,
no, for you to say it, you should be able to.
all right.
My
so
job
let's
does
say-
that.
Your job does what?
Like, I can have a schedule from 9 to 2.
Oh, so
Which is why I'm staying at my job, right? Because...
all right then. So what is the point of this? So there's a job.
All right, so everybody's
But-
gonna,
Exactly.
Go be a
Flock to
doctor?
my job?
If they
and
want
not even
that,
be a doctor in the environment that she works in. As she's not like a regular doctor in the hospital. You know what I'm saying?
Or a clinic,
That's
yeah.
Or a clinic. That's like a very
if they-
specific.
If they want that job and
Hmm.
if they want that schedule and that's the job that has that schedule, you should do the steps to get that job.
So anyone should just be a doctor who's not good at being it because they want a schedule to offer them work-life balance.
Yeah.
A person who does not care about people should be a doctor just because they want that schedule.
If they want that schedule, and
That's your honest
and they want to go to school.
So
for
question.
a certain
So
amount of
growing
years.
up, was your mom available to pick you up from school?
No, I was independent. I was by myself. I walked to school.
He was a
I
latchkey
came back.
kid.
What's a latchkey?
Yeah,
latchkey kid.
What's that?
Like you open the door yourself.
Yeah.
And you're in
Like
the
nobody's
house.
home when you get
Yeah.
home. This is like
Yeah,
you are responsible for. You
I was.
know.
Yeah.
So do you resent that?
No, it's cool.
You would be okay with would you want your children to be latchkey kids? As in,
At what age
no, would you want your child
to have
to
independence
be,
and be able to walk to
'cause-
school and come back?
No, just listen to what I'm asking you. Would you want to offer your children, as a parent, you being a dad, the person who doesn't see them in the morning, when they come home, you don't see them, and when you get
I
home
would
from
not see
work,
them when they come home.
when they come home,
okay.
you don't see them. They don't see you
because I'm at work.
because you're at work,
Mhm.
and then when you come home before they have to go to sleep, they're able to spend 2-3 hours with you, maybe. But you're tired. You probably
What are their age?
this is a general thing. I don't think we're not
Birth
gonna be
to 18.
specific.
At what age did you become a latchkey kid?
First of all, I don't even like this term. What is,
Oh.
what's a
That's
latch?
it. You don't like the
that's
term.
It's
What's
like
a-
you can Google it.
what's a
A
latchkey?
latchkey kid is a
Latchkey.
kid.
But what's a latch? I don't know what's a latch. A latch.
A latch? Open up the latch like a lock. A latch
Okay.
is like a
and
latch.
and a key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a latchkey kid
Oh.
is like the kid who goes in the
A
house. by
child who
themselves.
is at home without adult supervision
Yeah.
for some part of the day, especially after school, until a parent returns from
I've
work.
never heard of this. Okay.
No.
No, it doesn't
Learn
bother me.
something new every podcast.
So you would be okay with your children being that way?
I was like that. I turned out fine.
I didn't ask you that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I would be okay with it because
Oh.
I was that, and I don't think that I'm troubled.
You wouldn't want to be able to offer your children more time with you?
Yes.
If I can, but if I can't, then they have to
It's
be a
not about
latchkey.
the if.
No.
Would
Yeah, it is
you
about
want,
the if.
It's
But-
not about the if. It's what would you want to offer your children.
Exactly.
I'm not talking about
What I
if
want to
could.
offer them.
Yeah,
Right,
what
this
would you
job
want
that
to?
you're going to find that's going to
Mhm.
be, great for you and your work-life balance and what you want to achieve in your family life,
Mhm.
what would that look for you? What time are you coming home?
When they come home.
So you would be able to pick up your children?
Yeah.
And then you would be able, when they're
To
home,
spend-
from,
yeah.
So that's what you would ideally
And then you're
want.
also going to
Yeah.
take off during spring break, midwinter recess,
Yeah.
summer break.
Yep.
So you're going to be a teacher-ish.
I'm not. But ideally, if I had to choose, I would want that. But
Okay.
just like y'all said, the world is not like that. So you have latchkey kids.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
we could agree to disagree.
Yeah, I think life is about a lot of things. And
Yes.
I think the older I get, I think it's really about how do I want to really live my life opposed to how it's living me, if that makes sense. I don't know if that made sense just now, but
Well, it probably did. I didn't get it.
like you didn't get it because I speak in
No,
weird
you speak in
phrases.
tongues.
I speak in weird phrases. No, it's just like how would you try every ideal that you have? Of course, you probably can't attain that, but like,
Right. I
what
do
does
agree with
life
that.
really mean to you? Like in your 20s, you were having fun, having no responsibilities, but in your 30s, you can look at your 20s like, okay, I did that in my 20s. I don't want to do
wanna
that
do that
anymore.
now. Right.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, what do you want to offer yourself? What do you want to offer your children? If you want children, what do you want to offer your spouse? Do you want to offer them I don't want to offer my children the tired mom. I do not want that. I don't want to
Yeah.
offer my children the mom who I'm coming to kiss them goodnight because I came
haven't
home
seen them all
late.
day,
I haven't
right.
seen them all day.
Mhm.
Or, on the weekends, I'm tired because I worked all day. Or
Right.
my kid is like, how's work, mom? Work is work.
Yeah.
That as what your parents may have said. That's not what I want to offer my children. So what can I possibly do to not offer them that? Which is work
And
harder
that's-
now.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Work harder.
But I don't think. But here's the thing. What if I would have had children already?
Mm-hmm.
I would have tried to figure out something to make it work. But I also would, life sometimes.
Life. Yes.
But I don't think that. But even in lifing, I don't think my message to people would be like work hard, even if I had to. I don't think that would be my
And
tone.
find a different job.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That would not be my tone at all to people because I would understand
What
how
would you want to tell
difficult.
people?
If I had a child already and I was, maybe trying to navigate balance, I would say lean on your community. Try to find ways to, maybe speak to whoever your job is. Try to really find a way to make what matters to you
A priority.
a priority, the highest thing to you, because working ain't it.
It's
at all.
not.
It's not.
So nobody should just work.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying working as the priority when you have other things that matter to you.
Because
shouldn't
at
be.
the end of the day,
but,
we are disposable to our employers.
Very.
Correct.
Right? Like, we are expendable work units.
But if you want to survive, how do you expect to survive if you do not work?
I don't know. There's different ways. Living below your means.
No,
We can move to
no, no.
Dominican Republic. Like,
Let's go.
At every
Like, let's go.
juncture, you need some type of income.
You need monetary.
For you
Funds,
to get
yeah.
monetary income, you need to work.
not necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, you can
Right.
invest in properties. Like, right? At some point, yes.
Investing is work.
It's not employment, correct. But it
that's
does take some work.
entrepreneurship. Work.
Mm-hmm.
At every juncture, for you to live on Earth, you need to work.
I mean, I don't think
So
all
if there's
countries...
some type of, if you want happiness, just work.
No.
No, you
Absolutely
have to
not.
You have to define what happiness is, because
It's not working. I
Yeah.
can tell you 100%.
No, I mean
happiness
no,
is not
my
working.
thing- yes, happiness is not working. But for you to be happy, you have to work though.
You just said happiness is not working, but for you to be happy,
You
you
have to work.
Yeah, you do.
Work,
But
I think
those-
work at
those two.
relationships, work at self-improvement, work at, like, I think there's different layers of working. But employment, to me, working for someone else
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
employment.
is just not...
So everybody is just
Talking
against
about-
employment.
No, I don't think that.
I didn't say I was against
I'm
employment.
against
Yeah.
modern day employment. Absolutely.
This, yeah.
Because like, work till you die, like, there's no reason why in some states, or I forgot, was it us? We're increasing, no, it was in Brazil or some country, I can't remember where, increased the retirement age, right? Like, to 67 or something wild, right? Like,
You're
even here,
working
for Social
more
Security,
Than your life. Yeah, that
yes,
you've been
you're
living.
most of your freaking lifetime.
Yeah, that's insane.
Even like Millennial in Debt said, like, right, like, if you rely solely on Social Security to, like,
yeah, I
what
seen that
was
video.
like 60, 63, you're only gonna get $1,200 a month,
Yeah, I seen that.
right? Like,
Sure.
so you're working till your
get
60s
nothing.
for goodness sakes
It's a long
to
time.
get pennies,
Yeah.
right? Like, There are old people who are retired who can't even live off Social Security right
There
now.
are people who retire and then they have to get a job,
Yes.
like a little job, just to make ends meet, which
Yes.
is insane.
Right,
You worked
like,
your whole life. To
We
have
can't
nothing.
even let the
And you're fine
old
with that,
get
clearly.
old.
Look, and you're fine with that, clearly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Look at
just
him.
how the cookie crumbles.
Nah, man. Modern day capitalism is not it. But anyways, I think we've
Segueing.
passionately spoken about this.
Yeah, segue.
So anyway-
Women history.
So the second inequality that persists in the modern day world is occupational segregation, aka women continue to be underrepresented in high level, highly paid positions and are overrepresented in low paying jobs. So, for example, we have the Prime Minister of New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern, who resigned because she no longer had enough in the tank.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like, so she left the job that was not making her happy. And she was the world's youngest female head of government when she was elected prime minister in 2017. So she was 37, I believe.
Wow.
And she led New Zealand through the pandemic. She led New Zealand through the terrorist attacks that happened on the two mosques and volcanic eruptions.
Yikes.
And she even gave birth during office.
Come on now.
It's Wonder Woman. Superwoman.
So you don't
Yeah.
think
I
the
hope she
prime
got
minister
maternity
of...
leave.
Huh?
I hope she got maternity
I
leave.
hope
Right?
so too,
I
right?
hope so too.
You don't think the prime minister of New Zealand should get maternity leave?
No, I think everybody should get maternity.
Okay, I like that. Okay. So, but what something she said, and she was very poignant. I really liked her. I am human. Politicians are human. We all give all that we can for as long as we can. And then it's time. And for me, it's time. I hope I leave New Zealanders with the belief that you can be kind, but strong, empathetic, but decisive, optimistic, but focused, and that you can be your own kind of leader, one who knows when it's time to go. And I think she said that because a lot of, especially in the United States, the rhetoric is that women are too emotional to lead.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, my belief is that a lot of the background stuff happened because of women, right? The fact that men can lead in office is because there's women holding it down at the home. The fact that, I don't know, I just think a lot of the groundwork
Are set by women.
are set by women. What did Beyonce say?
According
You love
to
Beyonce.
I'm about to say, I don't really bang would be like
What
that.
is it?
According to Beyonce on
It
I
that.
was,
don't really bang would be like that.
Who Run the World?
She told everybody to quit their jobs.
No, okay, yes.
Oh, she said that, right? That 9 to 5 thing.
Yeah. I don't think that was too smart.
Men are the head, women are the neck. So
The neck is important.
it's a swivel.
Mm.
Come on now.
It's so small.
What did you say?
I'm repeating these
Oh,
wise words.
See,
They-
look,
they
boy,
come
you
with
know
that,
you
so-
love it. How we smart enough
Wonderful.
to make these millions, strong enough to bear the children. They get back to business. But no, it was more like, what's the one where she's like, the guy's like, it's like the
Is it the new song?
no, it's an old song. I think it's about like the woman's in the back when the man's.
Oh.
Was it Upgrade You? I think so. Where it's like you bring them to the meeting and.
Something? Was it about what the women keep the something about?
Yes, that's the
I
one.
think
Yes,
that's,
yes,
is it
husband.
Upgrade
Yeah,
You?
yeah,
It's Upgrade You.
Let me find it.
Yeah.
Tempo.
yeah. I'm trying. Jay,
I'm
you
Ran
trying
by
to-
the men, but the women keep the tempo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's seldom. It's
Alright.
very seldom that you're blessed to find your
love
equals.
that
To play
line.
my part and let you play.
And
Let
let
you,
you
and let
play
you
the
take
lead
the
role.
lead role.
Believe.
Believe me. And I sank into my seat.
Yeah.
I love some Queen Bey. Okay? Okay. So, I mean, let me take this opportunity for my last point because I think we have belabored these points a little bit. But let me show you the last point in this interesting gender talk. Be right back. But y'all can keep chatting.
We got very passionate.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh my gosh.
What's this, Tino?
Yes.
Oh. It's made by a woman?
So,
No, I wasn't even trying to
Made by women.
Look, it's so silly.
I thought that was the prop.
All right, so the same listener who provided that very
Poignant point.
poignant point also pointed out
Good
this,
verbiage.
and
Verbiage.
me, as a pediatrician, as a mother, I have never read
It
this.
says, "Don't give to children."
So this is Children's Tylenol, the brand, and it says, relied on by moms for over 60 years. Which is interesting
Wow.
because
Very interesting.
There's a guy on it.
only moms give Tylenol?
That's what I'm about to say. It doesn't say relied on by parents.
Yeah, but parents, reliable
Wow.
for children for over 60 years.
That
right?
echoes the sentiment.
Relied on by moms.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
very
think
Say
it's,
that like
it shows
moms-
the assumed
Responsibility
responsibility.
of,
Yep.
of the
women.
mother.
with children.
So, we got to talk to the marketing team for Tylenol.
Yeah, right?
Who should be more upset about that? Mothers or fathers?
Like fathers don't distribute Tylenol.
I would say equally, personally.
Yeah.
I would. Wow.
But anyways, I said that was going to be our last point. But, what I really also want to highlight is that there is a gender pay gap as well.
There is correct.
So we can work hard, but we're still not going to earn as much as the YT man. So women made up 44% of the overall workforce, but an estimated 41% of managers. And women earned an estimated 82 cents for every dollar that men earned. So the overall pay gap is 18 cents on the dollar.
Yikes. That adds up.
It does.
It does.
It does.
It adds up,
does.
and then
Especially
it
when them taxes
subtracts
come out.
us.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it. That was probably a cool wordplay, but it didn't really work out as such.
Because it
The add up
subtracts
and
adds.
subtracts.
Yeah, but
It adds up.
Okay,
and then
Doctor
it subtracts.
Joe
yeah,
Cole.
stops us in our tracks.
Joe Cole. Look at
Sorry,
me.
so, I'm trying
That was
Joe
a good
Cole.
one.
to be a
Joe Cole.
wordsmith out in these streets.
I see it. Let's get it.
But anyways, with kind folks, sorry that this is a passionate
Yeah.
conversation.
Necessary.
But
Very.
it's necessary. And we want to lighten up the mood a little bit. So, there was a viral video of she was a chunkier teenager who was having a hard time finding a prom dress. And in the next couple of months is going to be prom dress shopping and stuff like that.
You want us to make dresses?
I want us to donate dresses. So if you have any dresses, because we don't wear dresses more than once because we already took the picture. So if you donate,
Wow.
if you can please donate a free prom dress to high school girls, probably or in the neighborhoods that probably need the most.
Okay.
Just Google
And if you
donate
can't-
prom dresses.
If you can't donate a prom dress, just donate something. A hoodie.
A tux,
Yeah.
maybe some shoes, an accessory, a
shirt, yeah. Some
purse,
cufflinks. Yeah.
Try to get these kids
Yeah.
spiffy for graduation.
I was looking spiffy at my prom.
I mean,
Yeah.
speaking of Beyonce, I had a Beyonce dupe dress from the Grammys.
I had a dupe dress from the Grammys too.
Which one?
But I had Christina Milian's. It was very, very
The green one?
revealing. No,
Oh.
it was the silver and white one that she wore to the Grammys.
That's when you wore it to your prom?
To my high school prom. It was.
Oh, high school, because we had a junior high school prom.
Oh.
I got
so
all my
did we.
dresses made. for
Oh,
all my
wow.
proms.
Oh,
Excuse me.
wow. She's
Whoa, whoa,
schmancy.
whoa, whoa. I wanted what I wanted. It was the only time I asked for anything.
I wanted what I wanted. Yeah, I get that. My prom was nice, too.
Okay.
That's when it all started.
It went
Gosh,
downhill.
this-
Go downhill.
This nostalgia, man.
It just went
we
downhill.
gotta work on that.
Blame Facebook.
Oh.
It's
All
all there.
right.
It's all documented.
Well,
is
with that
vital.
kind, folks.
This was vital.
This was vital.
It was.
Yes,
It was.
we
Yes.
are wrapping up
Yeah.
another episode of the Vital Check Show.
Yet another amazing episode. Thank you to our two guests here,
Yes,
Mr. Dr. Joe
loved having you.
and the lovely Free
Yes.
for the second episode in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Mr. Dr. Joe been here. He's like the extended cast.
Yeah, essentially. I like him because I think he
I mean,
provides
I
some good
think-
insight
I think
sometimes.
you should like him. He's your husband.
I mean, I love him. I do love him.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually, our dating anniversary is in March.
You should take her back to the Poconos and recreate that special time.
Let me see. How old are we turning? What year are we in? 23.
Yeah.
We've been dating.
Oh,
since-
wow.
17
That's beautiful.
years
That's-
of our dating
That
anniversary.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Oh my
It is.
gosh.
I was there for like all 17 of them.
Gee
You were.
willikers. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Wow,
Wow,
that's beautiful.
babes.
And to think she wasn't gonna accept you.
Oh gosh. Lord Jesus.
All right.
Anyways.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Till next time.